Fox Hallow Fam. I'm Dave and welcome to Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. Over the next couple of weeks we're going to show you some breakfast ideas. Now today we're going to start off with a frittata. I'm going to make a frittata for you. Frittata is just an omelet, but you bake it in the oven. Now you can use anything in this that you could use in an omelet and it will still taste great. So if you're ready, then let's have some fun. To get ready for our frittata, I'm going to cut up 2 red peppers. You can use any color. I'm using red because I like that little burst of color in there. We're going to dice these up. I probably won't use all the pepper. I just think 1 is not going to be enough. 2 might be too much. These smell really good. I'm going to do the same with an onion here in a minute. But I just want some veggies for my frittata. There you go, and we're just going to keep going with this until we get them all diced up.
Now Dave, in regards to peppers, is there any certain type that you actually like to cook with or eat, or?
I like red bell peppers that I'm using right now because they're sweet. They have a nice pepper taste to them, and they add a little splash of color to whatever recipe you're using.
Okay.
So.
Is there any certain type of pepper you won't eat?
Probably not. I mean, there's different kinds. I mean, we grow them here, of course, in the summer. We've never had one that I thought was bad.
Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you didn't really care for the shishito.
Yeah, the shishito peppers I thought were a little bit...
let down?
Yeah, let down, but I think all the other ones that we've had have been really good.
Yeah, anybody who knows us knows our salsa is thebomb.com, if you would agree.
Oh yeah, we do that every year. We make big batches of salsa for everybody, and we still have a couple left from last year.
Yes.
But we'll be making more.
I think we have more than just a couple. We have, what, about 10 jars left?
Yeah, we'll be making more in a couple months here probably.
Yeah,
so
it's about that time we're going to be getting the plants and everything, so.
Yep.
Now, what about onions? What type of onion do you like normally cooking with?
Onions are usually a yellow onion is what I usually cook with. For garnish, if you use them fresh, green onion.
Okay.
And sometimes you can use scallions.
Okay.
Scallion is a little purple onion that kind of has a garlicky taste to it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know that's one thing we've never tried growing. So, would you consider us growing onions this year?
Oh, we might try it. We'll see how much space we have. That's our problem, really, is space. So.
Okay.
Well. Next up, I'm going to take a small onion here, and we're going to peel it real quick. I have a little sharper knife to deal with this onion. We're going to peel it. First off, get rid of this brown onion skin. And then we're going to dice this up also into little chunks. Yep.
Onion being a little difficult?
Yeah, it's been a little difficult. It's just slippery. And I think we got enough here anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think that's more than enough onion. Okay. And then we're going to move on to our next step. Next we're going to take our onions and our green peppers and we're going to saute these in a pan. over medium-high heat.
Now, Dave, what is the purpose of sautéing vegetables?
In this case, we're going to soften them so that they're not crunchy when you go to bite into them. I think that's all we need. I don't need the whole thing of peppers.
Okay.
And then we're going to sauté these in here over medium-high heat just until they're softened. Okay?
Sounds good.
Take a few minutes. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do here is I have a bag of baby spinach, and I'm going to add a handful at a time to my skillet here, just to wilt it. This is a 6-ounce bag. And baby spinach wilts away to just about nothing. We'll mix it in with our veggies here. Alright then, that's looking good. I'm going to set this aside and we're going to move on to our eggs. Okay, so I have 8 eggs in a bowl here that I just cracked open. I'm going to add half a cup of milk. You can also use heavy cream if you want. And we're just going to whip these together. It takes a little time because there's a lot of egg here. I think that's about got it. So now I have my veggies in a bowl. I'm going to add some crumbled bacon, about not quite a half of a slab of crumbled bacon. We're just going to mix that together. And then I'm going to add my egg mixture. And just stir this until it's all mixed together. Looking good. That doesn't take much. Okay, well now it's time for our Ask Fox Hallow segment. What do we got today? What question is it?
Okay, I'm sure a lot of people wonder at home, who or what inspired you to start baking and cooking?
Probably my mom. When we were growing up, she let me cook a lot, so I became inspired by her, just to give everything a chance, and don't be afraid to try new things. And if it fails, it fails, but you learn something valuable every time. So,
Exactly.
Who inspired you?
Well, I think people at home know it already, but I'll repeat it again. Mom and Grandma Dotson.
Mm-hmm.
Those were probably the two that I really kind of learned a lot from. I could probably give credit where credit's due. Stace as well, too.
Okay.
So.
Absolutely.
All right, so what are we doing here?
Okay, so now I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to take this egg mixture, I'm going to throw it into my springform pan. Let's see, our oven is done. And I'm going to throw it into our springform pan here, which I have coated with butter to try and keep it from sticking. It is a non-stick pan. I'm just going to throw it all in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bake this in our oven at 375 for about 20 to 25 minutes until the center is no longer jiggly. You don't want it to jiggle when you shake it. Okay, I'm going to do one last thing to our frittata, which I forgot. Before we put it in the oven, we got to have some cheese. So I'm going to take some goat cheese here and just punch it down in. Just pieces of goat cheese. Now this is goat cheese that's has honey in it, so it's really sweet. And that's going to be a good thing for this frittata. Just going to dunk pieces of goat cheese here on top. I got about 4 ounces of cheese that we're going to use. Okay, now it goes in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes until the center is set. And now for my favorite part, the taste test. I got a little wedge of it here, and we're gonna try a piece. Oh man, that is delicious with the cheese and everything. You guys are gonna love this. Wrapping up today, I want to thank you all for joining us and encourage you to check out our friends and support channels listed in the description below. But before I go, always remember, good times and good food on Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. We'll see you soon.
If you like this video or any of our other videos,
Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for future shows.